last semester in BDA. Now I'm preparing, most of you here, of course, I know you're coming to join us for BDA. So I'm preparing you for BDA as well. So like last semester, they gave us quite a nice question. They gave us quite a nice question here. Question number 21. Question number 21. Aprocom Limited is a listed company operating in the telecom sector. The following data relates to the company for the period ending what year, whatever, that first March. So I can see they've given me the statement of P&L. They've given me the statement of financial position. All right. And really, they have given me great things here. Cash flows like that. So then they have given me quite a nice question here. They want me to prepare a dashboard showing the financial performance and the financial position of the organization over a 5-year period ending this and this. So they want us to give them revenue and what year profit first. We have key expenses. We have non-current assets, etc. So I will do first for revenue and the profit. So if I'm the one doing this, the very first thing that I will do in an exam, the very first thing that I'll do in this exam is to come and take my financials out of these many words. We take the financials. Somebody asked me, how do we use these dashboards? So if I'm the one doing this, I'll come and simply say a control shift. I go 2023. I hit this thing down. I'll still go down. I can see assets. I can see capital. I have liabilities. I have key metrics. I'll not pick the required. I'm only interested in the tables alone. So Control C to copy. Then I can open a new table where basically this new sheet that I will call here. It's always good to label your sheets. I'll come and rename this working. So to rename, what have I done? I've just highlighted this. I'm on the sheet, and then I have right-clicked. By right-clicking, I was able to see the name. So I'm renaming this working. I'll repeat again. Don't worry, I will repeat. So working. All right. Oh, already the name exists here. So no worries. I'm not a person who is scared that easily. I can come and call it working. I can come and call it working 2. Or just working 2. Because I'm assuming working 1 could be there. All right. Now everything is good. So now I'll be able to come and copy this data here. So control, in this case here, V, to copy. So when I do Control V before I share this document with you, I can see makoso mingi hapa hashtags, so many of them, meaning that these numbers are too big for the cells. When numbers are too big for the cells, you should never worry at all. You should come and highlight the entire worksheet. Yeah, you highlight the entire worksheet here. So in this case here, you don't start doing this manual thing. Hakuna wewe. Unakuja hapa, you simply come here. You can see this arrow pointing towards the whole sheet. You click here. And once you click there, you can see now the entire sheet has been highlighted. And if it's highlighted like that, now you go to any place, any column in between, until you see that across. Any column in between can be here, can even be here. Any column. Once you put it there, then you need to come and double click. Once you double click, now you can see the entire Excel expanding to be able to accommodate all the numbers. You can see Excel expanding to be able to accommodate all the numbers, Now then, once I do that, ladies and gentlemen, there is something very important that I have to teach you today. There is something very important that I must teach you today. And I would want to open a new sheet. I can see their charts here. Sorry for that. Great. Now, sorry for that. But I can see there is no question. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is something very important that I want to teach you here. Very, very important. If, for example, you have here 2020, we have in this case here 2021, and maybe we want to write up to 2027. So we'll come and say, for example, here equals, you take 2020, you say +1. It's another way of writing years very fast. You say enter, control enter is the best, because when I say control enter, the ball is controlled. So once I do that, I'll be able to derive this 2021. Now I can pull this thing. I can pull it. I can pull it. I can pull it. Whichever. I can pull it like that. And then I'm able to get my 2027. I'll be able to repeat this, don't worry. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once I'm here, assuming I have some figures here, assuming here I have 12, maybe it sells 13, maybe 18, maybe 19, maybe 87. Oh, I'm writing this in a bad way. How did I forget that? No worries. No worries. It's supposed to be 12 tab, 13 tab, 45, not enter. Then we have there 32 tab, 78 tab, 67 tab. Then we have 90 tab. Then we have 45, like that. Now, assuming this data is given to me like this, and then I would want to do what? I would want at the end of the day to transpose. Transposing means what? You're changing rows to become columns. So if I would want to transpose, then this is what I will do. And I would want someone to copy these figures. You can copy even 3 of them. You don't have to copy all of them. So I'll come and say equals transpose. So you can see transpose. No. Transpose, like the matrices one. Transpose, I can see it is here. Then I should be able to come and now copy the arrangement, the data. I copy the data like this. Copy the data like this. Once I copy the data like this, then, ladies and gentlemen, I need to come here and simply enter. When I enter, I can see what has happened. This data has been organized in columnar format. In columnar format. I would want somebody to copy a few numbers. And if you're able to copy the few numbers, please share your screen with us. I want to see somebody transposing their data. I want to see somebody transposing their data before I continue, because that is one of the things that they wanted you to burn a download. Okay, no worries. I simply want somebody to share this to show us that really we can transpose. That really we can transpose. Just try sharing, even if you're not. Any random numbers, any random numbers. Can even be one column. Can even be one column. Doesn't have to be even 20 rows. No. No. Can even be letters, you know. Can even be letters. So meanwhile, as you guys prepare yourselves. Yeah. All right. Yep. So equals, you say transpose. Just go down there, go there. I can't see, I did not see you saying transpose anywhere, because you must start with equals, because it's a functionality. If it's a functionality, then you must start with equals. You must start with equals. Maybe if I could repeat one time. If I could repeat one time, somebody can pick it. Allow me just to repeat this. Allow me just to repeat this. All of you, just allow me to repeat this one more time. Yeah, at least Lois, I think she's doing equals Transpose, it has transpose. Some Excels don't have that transpose. Yeah, click that one. You double click, you can double click. And then the array, now you highlight that. You highlight that. I can see people crying. Then you close brackets if you wish. Yep, I'm going to repeat yes. Why do you have two brackets? I don't think it will work. Enter. Nope. Enter. Enter. It's because of the two brackets only. Let's try again as I repeat. It's because of the two brackets. So 2011 plus 1, and you want to write a series of yes, and pick it from 2012, pull across. You can do a few years, you don't have to do all the years really, that's it now. Put numbers there, arbitrary numbers. Nope. Network problem. My friend Aomi, you have to watch the video, and then if you don't understand, we take it tomorrow at 2 p.m. So equals, please say equals transpose, tab or double click. All right, so copy the error, highlight, not copy, highlight. I'll show you the shortcut. Just say enter without putting a bracket. Say enter. It's because your Excel is an old one. So it means even the other guy has an old Excel. 2013, 2011. We shall overcome. You shall overcome. 2010, you can see you're confirming. It's 2010. 2010. So even if I repeat and you still have an old Excel, we shall overcome, yes. Yeah, so try to transpose. Equals transpose. You haven't written transpose yet. Equals transpose. Then I pick, you highlight like that. I'm going to show you how to highlight. Great. Thank you so much. Somebody is talking in the background of Mwalimu. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. This is a sensitive thing. Great. Wilfrida, yes. Formula for yes. I think, Wilfrida, you have a problem, internet problem today, because it is taking too long. It has loaded now. Transpose. Excel 2010, Caroline Minor, too sad. But I'm so sure by tomorrow we'll be having a solution. Yeah, double click transpose, double click. Yeah. And then the array is that, array is a table of numbers. So pick the array. Right, Wilfrida, I think it's your network really, because you're normally a fast ninja. It should be 2021 minimum. And if you can afford and do best office is Office 365. Wilfrida, in the interest of time, I'm so sure you've understood, because I can see you have a network problem for sport. Abdi already has done it. Thank you very much, Abdi. So please allow me to show you guys something very important here. Allow me to show you something very important. You see, like the first working they want us to do is a working where they want us to do, these guys here, they want us to do, what do they want us to do? They want us to do a dashboard for profit and sales revenue. Profit and sales revenue. So we have here profit and sales revenue. So we can see, ladies and gentlemen, here we have our total revenue is here. And our profit, of course, is profit after tax. Then I'll be able to pick profit after tax. It is here. Profit after tax is here. So then to help Max Miller, I want to write from 2019 to 2023. It's very easy. I can either come and copy them from here, but to show Max Miller, I'll come here and write the first year, 2019. And then I go to the next cell. I will say, use the formula. So I'll use the formula here equals, I pick this last year, I say +1 to reach to 2020. To reach 2020. Like that. Then Max Miller from here, I should be able to pull this as I count. So we have here, this will be 2021, 2022, 2023, like that. All right. All right. And then now, ladies and gentlemen, these guys here want me to pick. These, of course, are my ears. These are my ears, like that. So they want me to pick only two things. This was a great ninja, a great examiner. So I should be able to come here and pick the revenue. So I have the sales revenue. I can actually come and just say equals. And then I come here. I come here and pick this total revenue. I can pick the whole of this up to there. Up to there. I can pick the whole of that up to there. You can see my total revenue has come there. All right. And then I want PAT. I'll repeat. Don't worry. I repeat. Don't worry. I want profit after tax. Profit for the year. I don't have to write it. I'll simply come and pick it. I'll simply say equals. I pick it from here. Great ninja. Profit after tax. This one here. Like that. We just pick it slowly from here. I go like that. Then I should be able to enter. And of course, it has been able to give me exactly what this examiner wanted me to do. Yes. But now, ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing that you have to realize here. There is one thing you have to realize here. Please listen, because I would want you to go and do this very well. Please listen. I would want you to go and do this very well. Please listen. So I have this table, which I would want to pivot to come up with a dashboard. But now you see, I can't pivot this when I have my row title, or rather when I have these titles being here. These are required to be column headers. So for them to be column headers, my friends, I have to transpose this table, transpose the table. For me to have to pivot total revenue and pivot profit after tax, I have to transpose this table. How do I do it? Equals. Transpose. The other option, of course, was for me to write downwards. I would have written downwards. That will cost me a lot of time because of the many graphs this guy wants me to produce. So in this case here, transpose is here. Then they want me to give them the array. The array is this, Control-Shift, east, down. And then I should be able to say what there, enter. So I can see I have the years, I have total revenue, I have profit after tax. I still keep on just doing this and expanding like that. So now I have my table here, which now is ready for pivoting, for dashboarding. So how do I prepare this dashboard of mine? It's very easy. I'll come and highlight this because they want the first dashboard they want me to do is for revenue and profit after tax. So Control-Shift. I'm highlighting the whole of this. Please, I'll repeat. Don't even ask many questions. I just want you to see, when you're teaching Excel, it's not like when I'm teaching you AFM. Here, I would want you to see the end, and then I'll be able to come and carry you. Once you see the end, then it's like enticing you. It's like making this thing better. All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, from there, I'll need to come pretty fast here, and then insert my pivot. Now here, because this is very little data, I would want really to have my pivot underneath this, or even besides, So I can come and say existing. They're just asking me, where do you want to put this pivot here? I can come and select a place like now here, because it's existing now. So from there, I should be able to say here, okay. So when I say okay, now I'm seeing my abracadabras here. Now, here you have to be very careful. Whenever you have small data at times can be very hard to pivot. I can see guys who are asking questions. Please, I'm sorry, I may not be able to respond to them right now. Yeah, there are many ways of transposing, but I would want us to buy the new Excel. Even me, I know that other method. I'll be able to show you many methods of transposing. I'll be able to show you many methods of transposing. But I want students to buy the new Excel because we have made a commitment that we have to understand this Excel fully. I don't want to be teaching like 2 ways. No, by tomorrow it's only, someone told me it's about 300 shillings only. And we can bring that gentleman who sells for 300. Yeah, copy, paste, transpose. No. The new guys, you still have some way. I still have to teach you some basic Excel. Tomorrow, that's what I'll do. Do you know why we prefer, ladies and gentlemen, doing this using a formula? It's because I would want a transposed table that is dynamic, such that if I go up there and change a year, like I changed from 2019 to 2020, then it will change here automatically also in the transform. If I use that one of paste special, whatever, I will not be having what we call a dynamic table. So don't worry, which is very good for me. I should be able to do tomorrow at 2 p.m. I hope 2 p.m. will be very good for you. The basic Excel first. The basic Excel. Will that be fine for everybody? Will that be fine for everybody? It's basic, but everybody must attend. Everybody must attend. Or you have Sage tomorrow, I don't know. Or 4 p.m. is still good with me. 4 p.m. is good with me. What of ITAX class? I'm not the one who teaches the ITAX. So I want you to look for any special time that is free. Any time that is free, because I'll be free from 12. From 12 I will be free. So if somebody will be out of chat and they wish we take this basic 4 p.m. is Sage class. All right. So then you guys will be able to create time. You guys will be able to create time for me for the basic exam. 4 p.m. they have another paper, Rose. They have another paper. Let's first of all finish this, and then I'll be able to come and tell you why we use transpose and why we can't use. 12 p.m. is very good for me. Very good for me. But let's discuss about that really after we finish this. Allow me to finish this. Now, when it is small data, you know why I would want you to be using these formulas? It's because I would want, when the original data, when somebody discovers an error in the original data, when they change that error in the original data, this table should change, and even my pivot should change. Now, listen. When it's small data, you know this small data, you would want a pivot that exactly matches this. So if this pivot is to match this, you can see this year, 2019, 2020, there are row labels. When it's big data, I don't care, right? But when it's small data, I want my pivot table to match this exactly. So then I will come and take the year and take this year to the label, row label here, sorry. Take this year to the row label. So when I do the row label, you can see what is happening here. I've been able to duplicate these years just like this, downwards. And then now I want to evaluate revenues and the profit after tax. So total revenue, I would want to evaluate this because this normally have signal. So I'll come and pick this total revenue. I take it to the values. As I do that, I can see it is coming exactly like how it is in this table. When it's a small table that I'm able to see on a screen like this, I have to ensure that that table is duplicated. Then we have profit after tax. This also is an equation tool. I'll be able to bring it here. All right. Now, colleagues, I happen to be having my pivot table. So for 3 marks, what I would want to do is simply to come and now insert a pivot chart. So this is it. So I'll come and say, okay. Now I can kill my fields to create space. I bring this here. All right. So that now the only thing I need to do is to come and label this as per the examiner. Now this is complete. This is a dashboard. The only thing I haven't done is that fanciness. You know, dashboards are supposed, I'm going to show you the dashboard that I've done for my workplace, but I have to go and delete a few things so that when I share, that secrecy clause doesn't eat me soon. So dashboards are supposed to be very fancy. But for these 2 marks, any student who was able to give us this thing, even without, you know, you need to come and label. I'll be showing you how to change labels. I'll be showing you how to change labels later. Very easy. Like now this, if I double click here, I can see it has given me room to come and say, I cannot delete whatever is here. But I'll show you this later. And then I write here. I don't want this to be sum. But at least now I have a dashboard that is able to talk to numbers, that graphs and numbers can talk to each other. That if I wish, although you're not required to do that, if I wish, for example, I could come under filter. Maybe I want 2022 and 2023 alone. So when I say, okay, I'll be able to get 2022 and 2023 here too. And then you can see the table is also reduced to 2022, 2023. Okay. I don't want to put these filters. Let me just come and return like the way it was, like that. The table. So you can see now this is able to speak to the numbers. So as I'm doing these presentations here to the board will be able to know that this accountant is not your normal accountant. Because like somebody throws a figure, how was 2019? No problem, sir. I put 2019. It's only the figures 2019, the graph 2019. Of course, I'm aware that there are students who drew this just in Excel without using a pivot. So then that means that you have a static dashboard. Dashboards that are not what here, interactive. And dashboards are supposed to be interactive. They're supposed to be interactive. And then later on, I'll be able to show you like how do you add like the title to your graphs, etc. etc. So now, can I share this document with you guys? We study now. We study together. Can I share this document with you? We study together. Already, Frida has done it. Can I share this document now? Now I want to share the document now. Now I want to share the document. We start from scratch. We start from scratch. And then please, for your brothers and sisters who are doing CPA, once a sibling of yours pays to do CPA, always ensure that you register them to do Excel quite early from that lower level, even from ATD. Because you can imagine, like now, we are opening, of course, school on the 2nd. Some of you will be coming to BDA class and they know nothing about Excel. It becomes very, very challenging. I'm telling you, normally go to class, you get like some ladies, there's a lady called Damaris. Very, very good lady. She works for an audit firm. She's very good in Excel. So you come in this case here, you know nothing about Excel, and then you meet that kind of a student in a class, it will take you quite a long time for you to be able to appreciate. At least for you guys who have been able to join this class, you will not be badly off, because by the time now we're introducing BDA, doing those schedules here using this Excel, you will not be floating. So if you have got siblings who are in CPA part 2, part 3, it's a high time they start using these Excel tutorials that we have. Very good. Yes, I'll share the recording after class. Yes, I'll share the recording after class. There is what we call an LMS, which of course is down. The LMS, I think you can't get it today. You can't get it tomorrow because of what here we normally do maintenance before we start a new semester. But I'll be able to put this on YouTube and share with you. All right. So then you have to allow me to just share this with you, great students of mine, with the questions to me. But you must really develop a lot of a passion for this subject. It's a great subject, better than any other subject. You can't compare it to any other subject. Because now with this, you'll be able to do the WACC using Excel. Very interesting. Yeah. So I'm sharing this document. All right. So I come here pretty fast. So we have here BDA. BDA stands for Business Data Analytics. Of course, you're using Excel to analyze. The problem is the period. You know, it's 3 months only. So if you come to that class, you're trying to struggle with Excel, you're trying in this case to struggle with concepts of BDA, then at the end of the day, you kind of lose it. You kind of lose it. So have you been able to see that document, ladies and gentlemen? The second session is going to be very short. All right, please download it and share it within our groups. Please download it and share it within our groups. All right. Once everybody is able to get it, please let me know. All right. So then I would want to do it again. I start from scratch. The one that I've worked on, yes. The one that I've worked on. So now you need to know how to transfer questions to new Excel sheets. Like now I'm doing question number 21. I'm doing question number 21. I'm doing question number 21. Oh, shared. Great. Great. So now we start with this question number 21. So please open question number 21. Are we there? Are we ninjas? Are we there? Are we there? Are we there? I doubt whether my ninjas are there. I doubt whether my ninjas are there. All right. Okay, so then, ladies and gentlemen, then I should be able to. Great. So I can only see two students who are talking to me. The other guys are not talking to me. I think they are very tired. These are the guys who have not understood the importance of Excel in their day-to-day work. I want you guys to start now dancing. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do for me is something very, very easy. Just open question number 21. Open question number 21. And once you open this question number 21, this is what I want you to do for Mwalimu. Question number 21. This is what I want you to do for Mwalimu. Question number 21. This is what I want you to do for Mwalimu. You see, let me just share. So I'm sharing. Thank you, Yusufu. I like that. All right. So you see, the question here is about what? What do they want us to do in this question? What they want us to do, so page down, page down, page down, page down, page down. So I can see in this case here what they want me to do, page up. They want me, ladies and gentlemen, here to do something very easy, to prepare a dashboard which has to include A, revenue and profits. So then I want you to open a new worksheet. A new worksheet. So this new worksheet, I hope you're able to see the new sheet here. New sheet here. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to do whenever you see like these are negative numbers, right? Now the negative numbers, and I would want all of them to be what here positive, because I would want to draw a graph over these costs, then they should be positive. How do I do this? What I need to do is to come and type. Allow me just to do it again. So we have here, I will come and type here -1. Because I want to change all these to be positives by multiplying each one of them by what here? By -1. Then what I will do, I'll come and control copy. I copy this -1. Once I copy -1, I will come here and copy all the figures that I would want to change. I'll copy all the figures that I would want to change, copy all of them like that. Once I copy like that, then I do paste special. So how do I do paste special? This will be Control-Alt-V. Control-Alt-V. Once I do that, I'm able to see this pop-up window. So that I'm able to come here and pick multiply. It's like I'm copying that -1 to each of those numbers by multiplying. Then I say, okay. So you're able to see that now all the figures are what here? They are now positives like that. All right. So then I'll be able to give you as students an opportunity to share your screens and demonstrate, so you can get to see whether you guys have understood how to change negative numbers to positives. All right. As I wait for you guys to share your screen, look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. I've gone. So I can say Control-Z to undo. To undo, I can say Control. Just click here. Control-Z, like that. So this is the dashboard, revenue, profit. So I want to pick revenue, profit, and years. Those are important from my question number 21. So I'll come to question number 21. I want to copy. I don't have to type. I mean, we're seeing students really typing these things. No, you should never type. Don't type. Don't type. Let me escape this. So you see, I want the years. Years, of course, they become the base of my dashboards because of performance appraisal. So then I'll be able to highlight the whole row. How do I highlight the whole row of years? I'll come here, put my cursor on 10th row. I can see it is now pointing on the left, on the right, I mean, saying that now I'm ready to pick up everything. So you come and highlight that. But now because I want to highlight other rows, I'll come and control the ball. So I say control. I want the revenue. And then, of course, they were not very clear about which profit, but of course, for performance appraisal, then it has to be profit after tax. I come and pick this profit after tax. Pick it like that. I'm still holding on to control. And then I want to copy this. So Control-C, Control-C. And then I go to this new worksheet of mine. I'm calling dashboard, revenue and profit. Already they have it there. So it is Control-V. Control-V is control what here? Paste. Control-Paste. Control-Paste. Now, once I do that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be able to come and, of course, expand to see the numbers. These numbers are not enough. We should not be that category that does these things very unprofessionally, not like an accountant. When unakuja kupanua nikikupata unapanua column hivi. Manually hapana. Sijui ndio mnaita sijui namna gani kisha. That is very bad. What I should do is to come here and highlight the whole sheet like that. Here, this for highlighting the whole sheet. And then I go to any in between columns here. In between, can't be this, after A or after B, whichever, in between columns. Once I'm there, then I should be able to double click like that. So again, the students in this case who cried for they were not able to follow up to where I had reached, are they now able to confirm that? No. Now we have been able to follow. Are they able to confirm that? Are they able to confirm that? Are they able to confirm that? Either by dancing or saying why for yes. Either by dancing or by saying why for yes. Why for yes. All right. So then, gentlemen, thank you very much. The next thing, of course, everything here must be labeled. So we have yes. Remember from what I told you, for you to go to do a dashboard using pivot, we have got other ways of doing pivots. But if it's a dashboard using pivot, then we would need these to be column titles. Because these are the things we want to pivot. They have to be in there. So I have to transpose this. So transpose this, ladies and gentlemen, I'll come and use equals. We have transpose. So I can see this blue there. Transpose is blue there. So I should go to double click it. And then they want me to transpose the array. Where is the array? It is this whole thing. How do I highlight easily? It is Control Shift, right arrow, down arrow. If I do like that, then I'll be able to do what here to highlight easily. Although initially as we start, you can highlight using the long method. Then you should be able to say enter there. Once you say enter there, then you are able to see your table. So then I would want to pause a little bit and see whether these students are really dancing now. Have they been able to reach there? All right, all right, all right. Thank you very much. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once I'm here, I should be able to come back and show you what I want to show you. You see, now the examiner wants me to come up with a dashboard. So this dashboard is what I'll do. Dashboard for these three. Look, it's revenue and profit, and of course, years are the base. So I'll have to come and highlight this. So Control Shift, right arrow, down arrow. Once I've highlighted the whole of it, I'll come and say insert. Insert pivot table. This one is very small. I would want to do a pivot table just underneath here. So I'll talk of existing worksheet, still under this worksheet. So it's asking me, where do you want me to put this pivot table? I'll select a place here, down here. Right? And then I should be able to say, okay. And by the way, is it raining in your places very heavily? In my place, it's raining cats and dogs. How I wish God would help us. And I mean, because this rainfall continues like this for like 2-3 days, it will be disastrous. Yeah, so it's like the whole kind of me. Wow. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, come and now make, you have what we call this the canvas. This one here, to build a report, choose fields from the pivot field list. So the pivot field list, we have years. These are years. So the years, I want this thing to match exactly what because this is small data. With small data, I would want these years here to go as per the row. They are along the rows. The 23 row number 13, this row number 12. So I'll take this to the row level. So come and take this to the row level. And then revenue, you can see like now, total revenue. These are the ones to be added. I mean, as a KPI, as a metric, my employer would want to see whether I'm pushing these revenues up. So we want to evaluate revenue. So revenue and profit after tax, these are to be evaluated. So come and take this under value. Take this profit after use, under value. Not profit, but a profit after tax, I mean. Now you can see I have exactly similar table. Because the same table. Apart from this, it will be showing up 11. But now these are pivot that I should be able to now get a pivot chart. Because they want a dashboard. So then come here, go for the pivot chart, this one here. Don't even read a lot. You simply come and say, okay. So once you say, okay, before I continue, is there someone who has been able to get, first of all, that dashboard? Is there somebody who has been able to get the dashboard? Is there somebody who has been able to get the dashboard? Is there somebody who has been able to reach where I have reached? Is there anybody who has been able to reach where I have reached? Is there somebody who has been able to reach where I have reached? No. Ephatas is dancing. The fever has been able to catch up. Ben Rogers. Wow, great. Ben Rogers. Easy kama kunywa maji ngari. Salute. Nimepotea. All right. All right. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, then, what we'll do here, we shall come very fast, as I repeat. We shall come very fast here and dislodge this. This now is a waster of space. Dislodge it. So then I should be able to carry this by the head. You carry it by the head. It moves like that. So you see now your dashboard is this and this. Now you are through. All right. Actually, in this case, if I'm the one doing this, I'm not even put this because it can confuse my examiner. I can come and put it down here. All right. And once I put it down here, then I should be able to come and add the row. I want to add an extra row. I'll be showing you later on how to add an extra row. It's very easy. You simply say Control Shift after I've been able to identify the row again. So Control Shift, add. Control Shift, add rows, add rows. And then you'll be able to come and give us like a title. This is number 1. Dashboard. Dashboard. Dash. Revenue. And PAT. And that will be really neat. You don't have to make it fancy, no. But of course, this being a title, of course, it will be good if you bold them. So Control B, like that. That was the first requirement. And now you can see because it's a good dashboard, now I can easily, for example, come and answer to my managers. Tell my managers, ladies and gentlemen, here, tell my managers that you know what? If one manager comes and tells me, I want to compare financial performance between 2022 and 2023, I tell them no. So I come to my filter here, click, and select first of all of them, and then I select whatever this guy wants, 2022, 2023, and then I should be able to say, okay. So you can now see we have this going to 2022, 2023, and if you look at my data here, my data also has lapsed 2022, 2023. So now this becomes a dashboard. Dashboards must be interactive. If you get anybody who is teaching you that you can just draw a graph, and then you call that a dashboard, that's a higher. That's a higher. But of course, for your case, if you drew a graph, all right, and after this table, then of course you're going to close the eyes. But at the end of the day, dashboards need to be interactive. They need to be smart. Later on, I'll be teaching you guys like how do you add like, for example, a chart title. Very easy. You have additives there. So you can come and just click there. You click there, for example, you have the chart title. So the chart title. So in this case here, this is a revenue part. So this is a revenue part chart, like that. So once I say enter, I can see it's coming very well. Revenue, profitable tax, chart line. I can come and label, ladies and gentlemen, here, put this axis, for example, like the x-axis. I now have here the year. These are years. These are years. All right. I can come in this case here to this y-axis and talk about, for example, Kenya shillings. To show amounts, enter. Although these are things that will come with practice. For now, I just want you to get like a general exposure. A general exposure. I don't really worry about labeling. Labeling is a one-day thing. So the gentleman, is that okay? Is there somebody who has been able to pick something? Is there somebody who has been able to pick something here? Oh, Zoom user, I'm recording this. I repeat the axis. Wilfried, don't worry about the axis. I'll be able to show you how to label. For now, I simply want you to just appreciate how to do. Now, there are many students who have told me I'm able to repeat. I would want to repeat by doing something a little bit different. For you to see what I'm doing exactly. Allow me to go to question number 21. If you look at this question number 21, what do they want me to pivot? What else do they want me to pivot? The other thing that they would want me to pivot here, let me just check, and then I give you like an assignment for the others. So for example, they want me to pivot key expenses. They actually let me do non-current assets. Allow me to do non-current assets. This is much easier. So to pivot non-current assets for 2 marks. So I have here my page up. I go to the non-currents there here. So these ones I don't have to go. These one I just share. I will just highlight all of them manually because they are following each other, you know. They are following each other, you know. I just have all of them like that. I don't need the totals, by the way. The pivot sheet, so control copy. I go to my dashboard. So my dashboard. So now here I'm doing, let me call this C. I'm doing again dashboard, but for what here? For non-current assets, very easy. For non-current assets, control B. All right. So then I should be able to come under control V. Let me pick it again. Seems I had applied that control thing somewhere. So I'll be able to come with here, control C first, and then I bring it to the dashboard. And then here I'm saying control what here? V. So please listen and listen to me very well. I don't need this column now called assets. Don't need it. So I need to come here and then I remove it from the face of this earth. How do I remove it from the face of the earth if it's a row? It's control minus. Control minus. I just like even these non-current assets, I don't need it. I don't need this. So I'll simply highlight all of it like that. And then I say here, control minus like that. So I just want a list of these non-current assets. And I would want this to be seen really. So before I repeat, I'll come and highlight the whole sheet. And then I say double click. So I want this to be seen. And then this must have a label. So the label here is years. And then the gentleman, I must come here and highlight the whole table. Once I highlight the whole table like that, I can use that shortcut. Although I would want to teach you guys, let me just use it, go this other way. So come here first, sorry, say equals, I will transpose this. So equals transpose. Then I'll be able to come and highlight from the years like that. And then I should be able to say enter. Now I'm good to go. Now I'm happy. Now they want me to do analysis of PPE, the PPE increasing. It is, again, I'm going to get tired. I will come here, highlight the whole of that, and increase so that this thing can look a little bit beautiful. I can come here, this is row number 55, like that, the headers. I can say control board. At first, when I do this, you think I'm doing like some kind of magic. Nothing. 2 days down the line, you guys will be experts. Everybody will be an expert. Actually, I could be the only one who is left behind. All right. Now, once I'm here, then I should be able to come and highlight the whole table. Highlight the whole table of current assets, and then I pivot it. So I'll come and pivot this. So insert pivot table. I want it to come here because this is really easy. So down here. Then I should be able to say, okay. Then, of course, I want this thing to be exactly the same as this because this is more data. So the years, these are row levels. So the years, you can see now it's the years row level. But all the others, of course, will go to the valuation because I would want to track the PPE. I want to track the intangible assets. So all the others left, I will come and lump them under values. Very easy. Lump them under values. Lump them under values. All of them. All of them. Lump them under values. All of them. Value. Value. All of them, because I want to track down. Anything that I want to track down, it's about evaluation. I'm valuing it. It's about evaluation. Put it down like that. Now, the gentlemen, here I am. I've been able to duplicate this now in a pivot table, which is able to now connect this to a pivot chart for it to be a dashboard. So I'll be able to come and say, now I want a pivot chart. You don't have to use these bar charts. They don't make a lot of sense. I can come and tell my examiner now, I want to track this using line. Ah, great. So then I'll be able to come here and say, okay, if I want to apply really this, if I want to apply really this, if I want to apply really this, so I should be able to come and collapse this. Once I collapse it nicely, then I carry this by the head and I take it down here. me carried by the tail, me carried by the tail, and I put it down there. It's behaving because of this machine of mine. Right now is also trying, you know. I put it on the side here. And that is the end of that. You don't have to do so much about labeling, although you can label, you can change things here. But you see now, this person will be able to come at a question. Will come at a question here. If, for example, you're trying to track down any stuff here, if it is, for example, this stuff here in red, like I see some of the deferred, whatever, tax asset, then I'm able to ask myself, why? From 2021 to 2020, why do we have in this case that kind of a steep increase? The managers can now ask questions, all right? The managers can ask questions. But once you reach there, your work has ended. Your work has ended, you have gotten your 2 marks, and then you move on to something different. Move on to something different. So is there somebody now who has been able to grasp this? Is there somebody who has been able to grasp this? And please, the very best thing, like when you go to your workplace tomorrow or on Monday, ensure you are able to practice using your workplace data. Ensure you're able to practice using your workplace data. Workplace data. And then this semester, unlike last semester, now I will be able to create also time to show you how to make fancy dashboards. I want you to go and scare your managers to death. I mean, good death. I mean, you scare them out of their skin. They wonder, this guy, where was this guy trained? Then tell them it's RCN. So that they can give me a job to go and train your colleagues there. Yeah, that becomes now consultancy. All right. Skills upgraded. I love that. Skills upgraded. Now, but we have also to agree on one thing, ladies and gentlemen, for us to be able to finish this course within a week. Like now, I'm going immediately to send you videos on VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So it's just a single video of 10 minutes. And I'll give you the practice data. I would expect you to finish that work before our next. If you come to my class without having done that thing, then it will allow me to pinch you a little bit. I don't know how well I get you. I need to come and pinch you a little bit. Because now you are dragging us behind. So all the key concepts that we shall be covering in this class shall be shared with you. So that you can have a watch, you can watch them before we meet in our major class. So in our major classes, it will be like, I mean, you're discussing like colleagues, I got a challenge here, I did this and this. That becomes very, very good. Then my Excel is not supporting the transpose. It's because your Excel, Jane, is quite an old one. So I'll be able, Gina, is it Gina or Gina? I'm not so sure. I'll be able to bring somebody who sells this Excel at 300. At 300, I'll be able to bring him for group. So, great. So can I now go to the key expenses? Can I go to the key expenses? I'll bring in, yes. Can I go to the key expenses? A few minutes ago. You'll get, I'll be able to put this on YouTube, you know. I'll be able to share with you. My idea for this is you guys to become very good in Excel. Like all the consultancies of Excel I've done at KRA, at Ushuru Sacco, most of these insurance companies, all the consultants have done there, it's because of this kind of training. So I come and train my students for 3,000 bob. But of course, when you call me to come and train like the entire workforce under finance, I can't charge less than 500,000. Yeah, but of course, for farms, I also teach more. For farms, I'm able to teach them this Excel. I teach them Power BI. I teach them how to use R. I teach them to do so many things. Automate bank reconciliations. like you go to, I went to some circle, quite a remote circle, you get like they've got three staff, but their work is to just do bank reconciliation. That's a waste of resources. You automate that function 100%, and then leave those guys here to go and do other things like sales and marketing. Excel is a beast. Excel is a beast. Yeah, Power BI, we are doing it, but I'll also teach you Power BI here, by the way. I'll teach you Power BI here because you are my great children in the industry, but you must be willing to show me that you need it. How do you get to show me that you need it? By watching the videos that I sent to you. Like now for VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, when I come in the next class, I should not be shouting. I should be told, no, let me by that one. I mean, just leave it or just brush. That'd be very good. But we're going to get time to do this Power BI. Power BI. All right. Thank you so much. So can I go to key expenses? Do they have some energy? Do they have some energy? Do they have some energy? Or have their energies gone down? Yusufia, anytime feel free to share. Feel free to share anytime. You should share your screen. And I like students like this Yusufu guy. He will be my friend. I should even meet him. Because he's a guy who's not fearing. Highlight fast the whole of it. All right. Paul, we shall overcome. If you work so hard, yes, lazima itatembea. All right, okay. Oh, where could he be messing here? Oh, is it because of that other table that is up there? Let's see. But I also don't trust, these old Excels, they are really so much, like it can't handle speed very well. I know the issue. My friend Yusufu, you have not transposed. Now you can see your column titles are wrong. You can see what is speaking there, Yusufu. It's because you never transpose, Yusufu. So start by transposing first of all. Great. Miss Karanja, we need to come for your wedding. We need that Miss to change to Mrs. Remove that pivot first of all, because I can see that it started pivoting. If I were you, I would have said Control Z. Remove everything there. This Paul Ninja, this Paul Ninja is, I know him, he's already taken. He's already taken. But lunch he can buy nevertheless. We shall overcome. All right. There is that table written there, pivot table 7. I'm so sure it will bring issues, but we shall overcome. Again, Excel is about try and error. You see it's spilling because you see this pivot table 7. If you're able, you see down there, row number 33. You need to delete that thing. You need to delete it. Nope. It can't. You click inside the table. Click inside. Or you highlight the whole of it. You can just go at the beginning. You highlight the whole of it. Yep. Just try that. We see. Delete. Yes. Now try transposing. Now things will work. Unimax. He's wondering there. Great. Now you're transposed very well. Thank you very much. Now highlight the transpose table. Don't go home. Highlight the transpose table from the ears, from the great. Insert. Pivot table. From range. Think yours from range. Existing worksheets. How comes yours there? Is it because it's, oh wait. I don't know what you did last time. It gave like that until it came. What would be the problem there? Please, if you can get this Yusufu by tonight, a new Excel 2023 pivot. Are you sure? Okay, great. When those 365 doesn't look like that, we shall overcome. Okay, so then just continue. Don't worry. Just say there. Start by highlighting the whole. Okay, already we have transposed. Don't transpose again. Already we have transposed. Don't transpose again. Don't transpose again. Just highlight the entire table. Okay. Insert, pivot, existing. Put it down there, yes. Far away. Great. Now the ears in the rows. Now those ones is to be evaluated. To be evaluated, all of them. Intangible assets, to be evaluated, all of them. You drop them down. You drop them down. There is one guy here who is very good. I started teaching him in March. This guy called Dennis. He'll be able to challenge us quite a lot. We like challenges here. He has good data that we'll be coming with for purpose of showcasing Excel concept, which is very good. No, we haven't finished, my friend. I can see still restricted cash. Move down with that thing until you see everything is taken care of. All right. Deferred tax is the last one. Great. And then now the last thing you need to do is to come and bring this pivot. Graph. You can go to the design. Try pivot analyze. Design. You got to go to design. Data review. Just continue until you see. I can see pivot analyze. Try click on pivot analyze. We see. Just click on it. Pivot analyze up there. After file, we have home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, view, help, pivot analyze, and then design. No. Go back to pivot analyze. I know why. Yes. Great. And then now it's line. Great. Okay. We took the me. But Ms. Karanja, are you able to practice the same using your workplace data? Say on Monday, because you can pivot anything. I want my students to practice. Carry it by the head. Yes. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you so much. Great. Please practice. Please practice. Please practice. Eunice, I can help you. Don't worry. I never knew you were on like that. Great. Great. There's advanced Excel who has also said, Mwalimu, you must see me today. All right. Asante sana. Great. Great. So then if you allow me, I will do the last for the day. The last for the day is key expenses. Now for the key expenses, I would want a good student here to go and consult ChatGPT. What do you understand by the meaning of key expenses? Many guys who are not able to bring out these key expenses thing very well. Many ninjas will not understand what key expenses are. Many ninjas will not understand what key expenses are, and it's really a key, easy thing. Easy, 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 easy. So now I'm doing part 2, key expenses. And now students are doing some research. They are going, in this case here, to ChatGPT, asking ChatGPT, what are the key expenses in the income statement? What are the key expenses in the income statement? And then you happen to get it, you share that information here. You share that information here. So what punishment have we agreed about that you should be able to mete out to those students who will not be able to have watched our VLOOKUP videos? What punishment? I know a proper punishment. A proper punishment is to ensure that anybody who doesn't do my homework buys lunch in a 5-star hotel. Actually, 7-star hotel, where we can't even be allowed to eat by our bare hands. You have to eat with cutlery. It's a fine restaurant. You know, fine restaurants, you must be a gentleman there, or you must be a great lady there. Fine restaurants. You can't just go eating, looking at people around. If it's a fine restaurant, it's a fine restaurant. I think that would be the best punishment. If in this case you're not able to watch our videos, then we punish you like that. So I'll be the one now pinpointing, saying that Paul, you want to watch our videos, send this particular ninja called Ahmed 20,000 shillings for that kind of dinner in a fine restaurant. Oh, seeing for us in marathon. All right, so I can see somebody sharing here. Key expenses typically found in an income statement can vary depending on the nature. Yeah, somebody has been, ladies and gentlemen, basically key expenses are those expenses that are given in all of them. Don't omit even other expenses. They're part and parcel. So students who knew this, they came here to this question number 21. They came to this question number 21. They came to this question number 21 and they did miracles. Students who appreciate what key expenses, all expenses are key. All of them are key. So they came here in the income statement, and they picked all of them. So in this case here, they started by picking the year. So we have the years. So control. You're only picking expenses. Direct expenses are also known as what here, like the cost of sales. Other expenses, I'm still holding on to control. You pick them. EBITDA, this is a profit, remember. Depreciation is a key expense. Share of profit and associates is not an expense, that's an income. Finance income is not finance cost. Profit before income tax expense is an expense. So you bring it up. You bring it up like that. All right. Then I should be able to come and say control copy. Control copy. What happened here? What happened here? Are there in this case here? Let me just check because I saw. Yep. Let me start again. So I have this control. I have finance costs. Then I have in this case here depreciation. If it doesn't accept, you'll be able to pick them one by one, but it should accept. We have other expenses, direct costs, and then I can pick the year. Although years I can write them separately. Control C. Yeah. Colleagues, it's working magic. Then I should be able to come to my dashboard. So on my dashboard, I should be able to come and just down here. So it doesn't, maybe if I try putting it, it may spill over to the other. It will give me an error because it will be blocked by this. So I need to come like now somewhere here. Then I say Control V. You can see here, you can't paste this here because the copy area and the paste area aren't the same size. No worries. That's exactly, although it's supposed to really accept because I can't see anything that is blocking me here. Let me pick it again. But see, it's whole row. So and I'm beginning from the beginning. Let me just check here whether I'm picking this from the beginning. No, I've shared the wrong one. This is Excel for you. It's very nice. So in my dashboard, I know why. I'm on row column J. It can't fit. It can't fit. It has to be from the beginning, It has to be from A. Let me just check there's no spillover. It has to be from A because it's a whole row that I copied. So Control V, like that, yes. All right. So remember, this is the ear. The ears. So I just check whether my data is okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I realize that these are positives. They are positives, or rather they are negatives, and I want to make them positives, all of them. It's very easy. It's very easy. I need to come and say negative there. -1. -1. And then I'll be able to highlight all the negative numbers that I wish to change. I highlight all of them. And then I'll do the paste special, Control Alt V, the paste special. This thing must either be overheating or something. All right, just a minute. Great. So there is a way, you don't have to change like one of them. No. You don't have to change like one of them. No. Yeah, they're asking a very good question there, whether depreciation is an actual cash flow. It's not an actual cash flow, but you see it's an expense for the company. It's an expense for the company. It is an expense for the company. It is an expense for the company. Okay, so it means that you guys have to change this really like manually for now. I'm wondering why this is not working, but we shall overcome. It should be able to work. Is there someone who's Control Alt V is working? Okay, so in that case, then it will mean that let's change them manually, which is very sad. I don't know why it's not working. Something I normally use every day because I do financial modeling. Oh, there is somebody who's a pay special is working. Are you able to share your screen very fast if it's working? Are you able to share your screen very fast, Dennis? Dennis, are you able to share your screen pretty fast? It's working. It's working, Dennis. Please share your screen pretty fast. Oh. I thought you said it's working. Let's see whether Yusufu. So have you put one there? Okay. Then we have the Control Alt and the V. Then you change yours to negatives. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So, and then you go to multiply. Multiply. Down there, multiply. Multiply. Yes, okay. So you see, if you do like that, then you're able to get like all the numbers are coming there, negative, negative, negative. Can you repeat again in this case here for, just remove that, escape first. Escape. No, I wanted them to be negatives. Now we change to positives. You can repeat again. I want them to be negatives. Now you're changing. Now write that negative one afresh. Negative one afresh. All right. And then, of course, yes. So I'm waiting to see what you're doing. You know, it's because you put there one instead of negative one. I've even known where I was missing it. I've known where I was missing it, which is very good. I don't want us to use that approach. And now, is there somebody else who is able to do that? Is there someone else who can do that instead of finding and replacing with negatives? Is there someone else who can do that? Please share your screen. Share your screen, share your screen, share your screen. Share your screen, share your screen. I think this machine of mine today has, since what time? Since that time, has said no. You must start this Excel. Because even after repeating, I'm still not getting what I'm supposed to showcase here. So again, Ahmed, if you don't mind, share so that they can see and do it. It's a very common thing. Where you want, for example, to multiply one number, you multiply this one number to everything. Mine can't do. So put up again. This is super guy. This is super yes. Put it up again. You do it. I'm so sure there's an angel who will be able to do it. Because you don't want to draw, you know, all the expenses are supposed to be what are negatives. You don't want to draw graphs which will be able to show as negatives. And I don't want to replace the negative with what Samoi is telling me. Is your Superman still around? Just check there. So we have -1. So you can see as I highlighted that -1. After highlighting -1, the next thing is copy. And then now he's going straight away to highlight the table. And then now Control-Alt-V. Then we have that table there with the multiply. All right. Then in this case here, we have, okay. Great. Now you can see has been able to multiply everything there with that -1 throughout. So there must be another ninja whose machine is working. There must be another ninja whose machine is working here. Patterns, share your screen. Share your screen here. There must be another ninja whose machine is working. HP Pavilion. All right. So then we have -1, and he has been able to copy. I see there. He's been able to copy. I see there. All right. So after that, then you should go to highlight all those negatives. All right. And then now paste special. Control-Alt-V. Yeah, there is a multiplication now. So I'm multiplying that one number with everything there. And then without running away, I would want you, of course, escape from that one. Now you should go to escape. Now you should go to escape. Now, once you escape there, I want you to transpose. So say equals there, whatever you are, just say equals, just there. Don't you know, that -1 will spill over below -1. Yes. That is okay. Transpose. So pick from the ears. That's A1. A1. All right. Enter. You don't even have to close. So when you are seeing a 0 there, please put ear, because there must be something. Put ear there. Ears. Ears, because there are many. All right. So enter, and then you highlight everything. What happened? So it means you must put the ears here before you start transposing. Yes. And then, of course, because you use the formula,